Right, so I'm making a follow-up video. I did bolt this thing down, and as you can see, I used an angle bracket there with a metal screw on top and a lag bolt going into my hardwood maple flooring. Put one here, put one here, put one here, and then I put two in the back here, one on each side. So this thing ain't going nowhere. And this is a pellet stove, if you didn't see my previous video, and just wanted to do a follow-up, and also how much power it's taking. I'm going to show you here in a second. So here's my Bluetti system. It's about a 2200 watt hour. It has everything self-contained. You basically plug it in and charge up. And no, the way I have my setup here is this cord here will then plug into an extension cord so that I can charge it up when I'm not using it. And I have two plugs that are going to the wall there, and one plug is for one side of outlets, the other plug is for the other side outlets. I also have a battery switch in there, and there's my my panel for my 12 volt. This also will supply 12 volts. And so right now, as you can see, we are using 52 watts, 60 watts. Okay, there it is, 52, 60. That's pretty much what I figured that this pellet stove would take, which is the only drawback to the pellet stove. There's 1,000 pluses, and I will talk about that if you didn't see my other video. But I'm going to turn on the refrigerator and then watch to see how this thing goes up. All right, this refrigerator also is really great. It also takes probably about the same amount of power, maybe a little less. I'm going to turn this on because we're getting ready for a ski trip. We're playing music. My daughter and I have a band. And turn this on, and then we're going to go back and take a look. All right, so now you can see that it's gone up to 176. So I think initially the refrigerator will draw a lot of power, and it'll go down to about 55 watts as well. So hopefully about 120 watts when everything kind of settles down will be the most what that is going to be using kind of typically. But I think the refrigerator, I just plugged it in, so it's really cranking out a lot of power to get it going. But anyway, so that's the power usage. All right, so and here's my outside stovepipe. Like I don't have any holes in my bus whatsoever, and so this is basically going through the window. It's kind of a temporary thing I kind of put together to get this thing to work. And as you can see, no smoke. It's not like a wood stove, which is smokes, you know. When I'm driving, I'm just going to disconnect it over there and just, pull that thing off, bring it inside, and we're good to go. So that's the outside of it. By the way, here's something I just added. I love the bus doors. I'm not going to change them at all. This is my locking system, very simple locking system, Boom, boom, put this lock on it, all good to go. It has the same thing on the inside. And my son had this blanket, which works really cool. And that just, because you got too many leaks going on with a window, door like this, unless it's completely closed with the air pressure. But then when you're parked, that leaks out. So, all right, so here's my insulated blanket. It also had Velcro on the back, and I have a screen that I put in there in the summertime, so that worked out great. And I put in a few little screw thing here to hold it in real tightly. And so that's, and then also this, by the way, there's this insulation stuff. It's really cool. It's just kind of a foil type insulation that works really nice on keeping, keeping the cold from the windows. So I just kind of have that going on. All right, so back with the stove. If you didn't catch my other video, this is a pellet stove that has It has a hopper here that holds 60 pounds of pellets, and pellets are like about $6 a bag. This will last a full 24 hours, and this will keep your bus toasty warm. The maintenance on this is basically cleaning that in there, maybe every other day, and basically use a vacuum. I'll let it just cool down. It cools down really quick. And so I'll just, and then clean the glass and clean the hopper in there, and I just use regular suck vac. They do have suck vacs that are made for pellet stoves, so you know, if you get some hot ash, it's not going to start on fire. But I let everything kind of cool down. Then I just have this metal pot where I bang that, because you get some really hard stuff forming in there. That's why you really got to clean it, because it'll turn off in a couple days if you don't clean it. And very simple control on this is Pelpro PP60. Very simple control. I really love it. You can set whatever temperature, you know, full blast up here. I keep it almost, you know, by low, and I can actually, if I'm not in here, I'll just turn it even lower further. My exhaust, again, if you didn't see my video, is coming. This is double insulated pipe, so there's very little heat coming off that, so you can keep it pretty close to the wall. And I just kind of conjured up some pieces of things that I had laying around. I'm going to probably make something more permanent here, but basically use some foam insulation, and went out my window, which is what and like I said, all bolted down. This thing isn't going anywhere, and the only all right, so got my other phone rang there, had to answer that. As I was saying, this does not get hot. 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 Just this panel right here. And yeah, the phone keeps going nonstop here. Well, that's what happens when you have 3 daughters, okay? And they're just one after another. Dad, dad, dad. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this moment video here. But as I was saying, now this gets really hot here. This gets hot. Of course, that gets hot. And this panel gets hot. But any of this stuff here, you know, doesn't get hot, doesn't get hot. And so, which makes it really great. And this is, there's no fumes. You have a wood stove, you get back smoke, you're putting in wood. No fumes at all. Very clean. I've slept in here. We got the best sleep. We're preparing for a week-long trip at Ski Brule between Christmas and New Year's. So if you're anywhere in the area, come and see us. We are the Pink Violin Band, and we play Irish music and 70s folk, contemporary, original, and hopefully we're going to be parked right out the lodge with my bus here. So if you want to kind of knock on our door, we'll be there. And there it is. So hopefully this is like, for me, the first time we're going to do a winter trip, and the first time I had an actual heat source in here. So all should be good. I at least heat, and I have, I'm going to bring enough bags of pellets with me and stack them up here. And that's it. Hope this helps if you're trying to figure out on a heat source for your bus. I have to say, this rocks. I love forced air warm heat here. It just feels great. Place is toasty warm. You could set whatever temperature you want, like on a wall thermostat. All right, over and out. Have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Skoolie people.